Moving aging parents, now that you know how to identify and tag their belongings, in today's video, we're going to talk about step number 2, packing. And with the tips that I'm going to be giving you, it will help keep you from making mistakes while packing your aging loved ones' belongings. And using these tips, I have successfully packed and moved numerous aging parents quickly and efficiently. And in today's video, you're going to learn how many packers to have in order to make packing go quickly, supplies that work best to save money, top 10 packing tips that work, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you the most important and helpful box to pack when moving your aging parents. And if you've missed last week's video, check it out up here, and I'll have it in the description below, talking about identifying and tagging your loved one's belongings. All right, let's talk packers. If at all possible, I suggest you have one packer for every room. That would be the living room, the kitchen, the master bedroom. The bathrooms, I think one person can do all the bathrooms. Don't forget the garage, anything outside. If you have an extra bedroom or a den, you might want one for that as well. For yourself, I suggest you just hang back and just manage the packing day and be helpful to those who might need your assistance. It's not a mistake if you can't have a number of packers. It's just that the packing will go quicker if you do. And remember that packing is exhausting. So the quicker you can get it done, the better it will be for you and your aging parents. Let's dive into the supplies you're going to need on packing day. Let's talk about totes. If you have totes, your aging parents have totes, your friends have totes, use them. Just make sure they're not wider than the door frame, because some of those totes come in very large sizes. And those are too hard to move in and out of rooms when they can't fit through the door. Boxes. Boxes are available at big box stores now, like Walmart, but also at your local hardware stores. Use those over the boxes that you can get on Amazon. The boxes that I have seen come from Amazon are cheaper and don't hold well. They will get crushed. The number of boxes I suggest runs approximately 30, and you're talking various sizes. You'll want to buy packing materials. The paper packing wrap comes in very handy. The best place to buy that comes in a big box is at the storage locations. I suggest making sure you spend the money and buy the bigger box. And I would use that more than I would use that bubble wrap. Bubble wrap comes in handy after you've already used paper wrap and you want an additional protection layer. But the mistake is that people think bubble wrap is the best and the only way to go. And that's not true. It's just that bubble wrap is so much more expensive. So I suggest that you use paper wrap first, and for just that added protection layer, then use some bubble wrap. And I also suggest looking into shrink wrap. That comes in very handy for wrapping those dresser drawers. If you're using a moving company, they'll provide their own shrink wrap, so you won't need to. But another benefit for shrink wrap, if you're moving your aging loved one's belongings, is that you can turn the item upside down and the shrink wrap sticks to itself. So that item is not going to slip off the item in which it's resting upon. And the last thing is blankets. Wrapping blankets, linens, towels, make anything available so that if you are moving your aging loved one, that you can wrap the furniture or protect any items that need that extra loving care. So we're on to the quick packing tips. First one is if you need a box for very special and very, very fragile items, I highly suggest lining the box with bubble wrap. That would be the only box I would wrap with bubble wrap because it's just too expensive and it's not really necessary for many of the other boxes. The second one is, do you remember those old lunch bags, the paper lunch bags that we used to have when we went to school? Well, they come in very handy for packing glasses and mugs. They're also available at the grocery store. The third one is styrofoam plates. I'd get them at the dollar store because they're extremely reasonable there. And use the styrofoam plates to put in between your ceramic or glass plates. I usually stack about 6 plates together and then wrap them with tape. And then you'll want to definitely put them in the box, but put them in vertically, not flat, so that you don't overpack and crack the plates. Number 5 is press and seal wrap. It's available in the grocery store next to the cling wrap. It comes in so handy to wrap things like the silverware and the silverware tray all together. Also, those little items that you have in the bathrooms that hold a variety of different things, you wrap them up, and just like that, you put them in your packing box. There's a variety of different things you can use with this very good seal and wrap product. Number 6 is books. Be sure you don't take all your books and throw them into one big box. Books need to be separated into small boxes because they immediately come so heavy. And then we go into liquid items. I suggest buying a tote that has a lid, maybe 2 of them, one for the kitchen and one for all the bathrooms. That would hold all the liquid items, so in case they spill during the move, they don't get all over any other items. And number 8 is wardrobe boxes. Wardrobe boxes are so super expensive, so I don't usually use them for packing clothing, but I do usually have one wardrobe box that I use for things like mops and brooms, floor lamps, and maybe tall things from the garage. Another tip is leave the clothes in the dresser. There's no reason to take the clothes out, put them in a box, then take them back out of the box and put them back in the dresser. So leave them in the dresser, wrap the dresser with blankets if necessary, and definitely wrap it with shrink wrap. And number 10, super important, I feel, is when you pack a box in a room, leave it there. No reason to lift up these boxes and move them elsewhere in the house. Find a spot in the room that you're going to pack and leave them there. As long as they're out of the walkway and nobody can trip over them, no reason to lift these boxes. Leave them for the movers on move day. And about that most important box to pack, this box I label as the open first box. So on the day that you unpack, these items come so in handy. And this is the list of what I would put in that box. For towels, cleaning products, old rags, markers, scissors, pencil, a few pieces of paper, a hammer, possible screwdriver, a few nails for hanging pictures, baggies in case you just need to put stuff in something, packing tape, window cleaner for cleaning like the mirrors, and if you're going to spend the night, I suggest putting in a change of clothes and your toiletries so that you can shower and change your clothes without having to unpack a box to stay the night. And also, I would pack bottled water and snacks. And for those of you who have asked me, I have now supplied a free PDF supply list, and you will find it linked down below in the description. And if you have any comments in regards to anything we've discussed regarding moving aging parents, feel free to leave a comment in the comments below. And now that you know the tips in regards to packing, it's time to take those identified and tagged belongings of your aging loved one and pack it up. And our next video will talk about what to do with those boxes before they get moved in order to identify them on which room they will go into in the new location. And if you've missed any of the previous videos in regards to the series of moving aging parents, check the playlist, subscribe so that you will be notified on our next video, which will be in regards to labeling the boxes, moving, and where to place it. And I'll see you in my next video.